bit of a cliche. I would say my grandmother as well, for the same reason. She worked in the NHS and she raised three daughters by herself. But it's more of the narrative of any woman that doesn't take no for an answer is inspiration. So not even just my grandma, but I can see my friends around me, colleagues, young women, anyone that in the face of no, they will say, no, I'm not going to take that just because I'm a woman or because I know I'm more than what you think I am and I'm capable of it. That inspires me. So it's no one in particular, it's just a general narrative.
Me! Said it. Nobody, apart from myself, nobody joking. Could you imagine if I said that? Everyone would be like, oh my God, I thought he's going to say his mum. My daughter really, really inspires me. Don't set the table, I done it. Yeah, I took it, yeah. My daughter Dream. Yeah, her name was Dream. I call my daughter Dream. Give me it! And I call my son Chase because I want them to chase their dreams. Talk to me nice, innit? Talk to me nice, innit? They're like super image. Chase Dream! They're like, yes sir! But my daughter is my inspiration because it allows me to be the first time I've seen a woman be in love with me, in the sense of my first love is my daughter. So what I can do to set the stone and set the right information for her. So she's a princess, but she's soon going to be a queen. So.
Again, I think I could probably a cliche too. Mine would probably be my mum and other female members in my family, probably for the same reasons, and a lot of the adversities that they've had to face and the people that have gone before us and paved the way. So for me, again, it would be my mum, my family members, and even admiring my own strength, and my own resilience, and having confidence in myself, and admiring the things that I do and the things that I'm able to overcome, without even knowing that I have the strength to do that. So yeah.
I'm probably going to have to say my mum, but like other celebrity role models, there are so many, but I would say probably my mum, because if it wasn't for her saying, yes, you're allowed to make a YouTube channel, yes, you're allowed to continue, or you're allowed to start doing speaking, I wouldn't be where I am today speaking in front of all of you, and be able to inspire and motivate young people, which is basically my main audience. So I'll definitely say a massive thank you, and I'm always working hard with my mum. Me and my mum basically a team. She's like my mummager, that's what I call her. Well, I call her mum, but she is a mummager. And other like female role models, I'll probably say Ellen DeGeneres. Absolutely love her. My dream is to be on her show. And Zendaya, I'm definitely obsessed with her. I'm definitely obsessed with her, but everybody else, and like, all the females, all the females on the panel as well, absolutely incredible. So yeah, definitely.
Sorry, but I'm going to my mum as well. It's my mum. It'll be lying if I said anybody else. And it's my mum because from young she also had her own business, so I've got to like witness her like building that from the ground up. And also my mum has always been the one that's instilled confidence in me. She's always, when she was starting her business, she'll be like, design me a leaflet, design me this. I didn't know how to do graphic, but my mum knew I knew somehow. So like my mum literally kind of just instilled like confidence and just made me believe that I can do anything that I want to do. So yeah.
When Chris said his daughter, I went, because that was my one. My inspirational female that I think is worth mentioning here is my daughter. She's a teenager. She's very similar to you guys. Born South London, goes to a school in South London. I'm not saying her names because, you know, she'll kill me. But there's a resilience in every day just getting up, getting ready, putting your uniform on. You don't want to go to school, you don't feel happy, you don't feel well, stomach cramps, you're arguing with your best friend. That's inspirational to me. That is strength. That's what it takes to be an inspirational female in the making. So if you guys can understand that you're already inspirational now, then just wait until you see what you've got to deliver when you're older. It's going to be amazing.
So my mum is also amazing, but I'm not going to mention her. When I thought about this, I actually thought Rihanna. The reason why I say Rihanna is not just because, you know, she was signed, she's from a small island, nothing like that. Sorry, Barbados, not a small island. Smallish. Little Butty Talawa. Although that's what Jamaicans say, but you can have it. Anyway, with Rihanna, I just think over the past few years we've seen her transform from a music star to a businesswoman. When she created Fenty, she made sure she wanted to include every single one of us that are sitting in this room, that we can find a foundation for our shade. But most importantly, what she said at an awards ceremony not too long ago, when she said, you know, when we're talking about fighting for equality, fighting for black rights, gay rights, whatever rights we're trying to fight for, we all need to pull up and we all need to do it together. To me, that was powerful. So, Rihanna.
Obviously my mum and my grandma, because I've never seen such strength and resilience and such an enduring spirit, especially with my grandma, the Windrush generation, different time, different kind of strength that a lot of people today just don't even know about. And my mother, just because. But the person I'm inspired by is Yasmin Ali, which is this human person. But she's just, it's been a year and a half you doing poetry and you've just absolutely wrecked it. And there's been so many obstacles and you just kick them down and doing it. And you know, you're still living with your children and you just got a business card. She's just so good. She's so good. Yeah, she's legit and I'm so proud of you.
Everyone else, you guys all the time. How's everybody feeling today? Much better. I know sometimes it can be a bit boring today, but you know, we're going to keep up the energy. So, as I introduce myself, I'm sitting over there. I'm Inspiring Vanessa. I'm 13 years old. Inspiring is not my first name, it's just my stage name. If you guys thinking my first name is Inspiring, it's not. My first name is actually Vanessa. And I do motivational speaking. I'm an international multi-award-winning motivational speaker. I'm also a YouTuber. And I also have 2 books. I'm an author. I do lots of different things. So that's kind of the main things I'm going to be telling you guys about today. And is it okay if I can ask you guys some questions? So I'm going to ask you guys to raise your hand if you want to ask some questions. Okay. So the first question is, raise your hand if you've ever been through a tough time, whether that might be grief, loss, stress, or just not feeling like yourself. Before I that's pretty much almost everybody in the audience. And raise your hand if you have learned to overcome that obstacle. So you can keep your hand raised and to overcome that. So some of the people who have their hands raised, that means that you are resilient. So you can give yourself a bit of round of applause. And what I'm going to talk about today is, in fact, resilience. Now, what is actually resilience? I'm just going to read the definition so I don't get it wrong. So, resilience, the definition of resilience, is the power or ability to return to the original form or position after being bent, compressed, etc. So metaphorically, what I'm asking you guys is, what is it that is compressing me? What is it that is stopping me from reaching my best self, my best version of myself, reaching my full potential? Psychological resilience is the ability to mentally or emotionally cope with a crisis or to return to pre-crisis status quickly, or the ability to recover or adjust easily to misfortune or change. That is the definition of resilience, if anybody was a bit confused about that. Now, some people at maths will not really know what resilience is, and that's exactly why we're doing things like this, because so many people don't know what these so important elements we need in our lives to obviously reach success. So what are the benefits of resilience? Why do we need to be resilient? So there are so many benefits and so many positive outcomes of being resilient. The first one is that you actually work very, very hard. So raise your hand if you would say that you work quite hard. You would say you work very hard. Some people are putting their hands like, maybe not me, maybe not me. But if you do work very hard, that is a sign that you're very resilient and people with resilience. And I feel like the reason why you work so hard when you are a resilient person, so when you have a good work ethic, is because if you know that you're going to fail the first time, then you can continue working harder, and you actually have something, to aim and fight for. Another positive outcome of resilience is actually dreaming big. So, raise your hand if you have a dream. I think we should all have our hands up. You might have had a dream of going to the moon like 5 years ago. You never know. But I think everybody has a dream of what or has a dream of what they have right now. So I'm going to ask 2 people to stand up and tell me what their goals are. Is anybody ready? Yeah, you can back. If you can stand up and tell me what you want to accomplish in the future. respect each other's dreams, because you never know that person in time could be reaching her goal. And that's why we gave her a big round of applause. There's so many massive people, let's say Richard Branson, let's say Steve Jobs, you know how many times they've had to fail to get where they are today. With people who were there discriminating them, who were disrespecting them when they were so small, they now are where they are now. Or let's say Oprah, for example, she is massive, absolutely like incredible. She's a massive idol. I think we all know who Oprah Winfrey is. If you don't know who Oprah Winfrey is, I don't know anything for the last year or anything anyways. But Oprah Winfrey, that's really amazing. But so many people don't actually know that. I don't know how many times she's been rejected, but she went on to several TV platforms, TV productions, and they all said no to her because of the colour of her skin or because she was a female. When she keeps working hard, she didn't stop. And that's because Oprah Winfrey is resilient, and she still is. And the fact that she carried on going is where she is today. So all the people who are laughing, always think to yourself, you never know what that person's going to be doing in their future. So never think twice or assume that somebody's not going to get where their goal is, because you never know what's going on inside their head. You never know how strong or how hard they're going to be working. So, now I'm going to give you guys a little like 3-step on how to build resilience. So the first one is planning. And to plan what your goal or dream is. So make sure that you always know what your dream is, and always be aware that everybody has their own type of different dream and their own type of different goal. So I'm going to ask somebody in like the front row side, who we can kind of hear, 2 people to stand up who have different dreams. What kind of goal you want to have? Anybody in like the front or the first couple of rows?
Don't be scared.
Yeah, can stand up. She wants to be a business owner. Give her a massive applause. These are 2 different competing people who are going to be going on different paths. So never think that when you have a different dream to somebody else, that you need to go the same path as them, or that you have or that you're not reaching success as fast as they are. Everybody has their own idea of success. Refine your idea of what success is for you. Not if somebody else wants to be a famous singer, and you're like, oh, I want to be a famous singer as well because somebody else is doing it. Or, oh, because that's going to get me enough money to reach my goals, whatever it is. Because everybody's going to go on a different path because of your different dream. So this girl that wants to be a business owner, she's going to be, I know some of the people on the panel are entrepreneurs, so you can come and share what they say in the speeches, how you do become an entrepreneur or business owner. And then for a football player, you know you're going on a whole different path, but they're still going to be like their ideal success. And their ideal success is to be rich in life, financially stable. Or the idea is to be famous in life. Or the idea is to just have a family and be happy. That's some people's ideal of success. And once you get to that ideal success, some people may not think it's success for them, it's success to you. And that's what's the most important thing. So the second thing is emotional coping. And what I mean by this is if you're in a tough or challenging situation, what do you actually do? Because you can't change situations and change your mindset. My mum always tells me this: if I'm ever feeling down, instead of like, I don't know, blaming other things around you, the only person who's making you feel this way is in fact yourself. And you may not think it at first like, oh, it's not me making myself feel bad, it's somebody else making me feel bad, but you're letting them make you feel bad. Does that make sense? So if you let somebody's words affect you, that means that you have given them the power to affect you. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So when you do give somebody the power to, or their words to affect you that are probably unnecessary or are going to make you doubt yourself, and giving them the power of fueling their negativity, and that's going to affect you. So whenever you're feeling down, whenever somebody, I know people get bullied or cyberbullied. I've been cyberbullied in the past before by having a YouTube channel in primary school, which was, I don't know, when I was 10 or something, like the second year that I was doing speaking. And it was so hard for me, but I had to realise that I'm letting this person affect me. And I should know not everybody's going to like you in your journey. When you're in your journey to success, whatever your idea of success is, people aren't going to support you. And me and my mum know that very, very clearly. And we're still learning very slowly. Well, not very slowly, but we're still learning kind of how this journey works. And you always need to know that not everybody's going to like you. But you need to accept that. And that's on to my third point of building resilience. The third point is acceptance. When you're in a bad or tough situation and you don't know what to do, Don't think about, oh, why does this have to happen to me? Don't think or wish for yourself or the situation to never have happened. Think about how this is going to help you develop and grow as a person. Because if you never had experiences in life, then you would have never learned from them. So raise your hand if you have ever had an experience but you've actually learned from it, even though it's kind of bad in the first place. I think everybody should be putting their hands up. Put your hands up right. Nice and high. You can see around the room that if you never had experiences in life was just, I don't know, you can say boring. If life was just easy, just a straight path, then there wouldn't be any learning from it, we wouldn't be getting any experience from it, and that's how we don't grow and develop as people. So, I wanted to leave you guys off with this kind of thing that I did, and it basically what a team goal means, what a team represents. So, the team goal is talented, extraordinary, excellent, needed, glorious, irreplaceable, resilient, and lively. Thank you all so much for listening.
I'm always amazed when I can see young people this come.
Hey guys, so right now I'm doing a little speech. I don't even know if anybody really arrived. I think it's going to get bad, but I have some of my friends over. Hey guys, so right now I'm doing a little speech. I don't even know if anybody really arrived. I think it's going a bit bad, but I have some of my friends over.
Missing someone.